How you feeling?
Do you know how I'm feeling?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Welcome back to Two Jack Bros. If this is your first time, of course, welcome to Two Jack Bros. Ansley is coming in a little hungover. She partied hard last night.
Mm-hmm. I got carded once.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Only because they had to scan the IDs or something.
Well, you walked that back right away.
I know.
You were like, I don't want you people to think that I'm young. I'm hungover right now. This is my hungover face. This isn't the face that I had when I got carded.
Actually, I went out and I hadn't showered. I was grimy, but it was kind of really freeing.
Yeah, you kind of partied like you did when you were in college on the lacrosse team.
Yeah.
And you guys would have games and then go party all disgusting.
Yeah, that's when you like me the best.
I mean, that's when we met. I pushed through it. I pushed through all that gross partying you were doing back then.
I did it again last night.
Yeah, you went back to college.
Mm-hmm.
You're using this town like a campus pub crawl.
I know. Walked all over the place.
Just bar to bar.
Bar to bar. Got rides with people, in the back seat of cars, piled in.
Yeah, you did. It was like you and your cackling jujitsu broads.
Uh-huh. Just cackled all over town.
Was it 5 of you all together?
Yeah, we started as 5.
It started as 5. It's the 5 cackling jujitsu broads.
Yeah.
Just campusing around town.
Mm-hmm. Meeting up, leaving cars places. I had to go get my car this morning. What's more college than that? I was like, okay, guys, let's walk and get the car.
Now, is this the first time that you and your cackling jujitsu brawls had ever partied like this together? Because this was throughout the course of a day.
Yeah. I mean, I think some of them have partied pretty hard together, but this was the first time I ever went with them.
Now, MJ, was that her first time partying? I mean, because you two are the mommest of the group.
We are the moms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think that was her first.
Yeah.
They brought the moms with them.
I guess what I'm getting at is I'm wondering whether or not there was a temptation to all show each other your highest point party self.
No, it was so chill. It was so it was like party however you want to party.
Because girls are sentimental like that. It was just we all got to relive our past party selves together.
It was more like, we have to do this again.
Yeah.
This is awesome. We should do this every Sunday.
Okay.
Once a month.
All right.
Yeah.
There's no way you could handle doing that once a month.
Once a month?
Once a month you're going to deal with a hangover like this? Once a month? Once a month you're going to be walking around the house afraid to fart because of what else might happen? You're going to do that once a month?
It does sound like a lot.
Right? That's a bit much.
But we can get together without we can do it around food. We can find other ways.
So this time it was just around alcohol.
Yeah. It was
you were partying
me
Vikings
and the
Amazon.
other and the other mom were we need this.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fun.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad you had a good time.
Thank you.
Partying like your old bad burrito self.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who won the party and who partied the most? Who partied the hardest?
Oh, I did.
Yeah?
I think so. I don't know.
Did you get cheered on at any point for partying so hard?
No.
Okay.
No.
There was no chugging?
No. There was some shot taking.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Was there anybody was anybody impressed with anybody's ability to go?
You know what? It's an underrated impress thing, but if you think about the size of people.
Yeah.
MJ's tiny.
Yeah, she is.
And she kept up with everybody.
So she won?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, she was the pound for pound champ.
For sure. I mean,
she was the pound for pound party champ.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Shout out to MJ. That's pretty sick.
Yeah. I don't know. I think maybe me and her tied. I don't know, because I did have more drinks than her, I think.
Yeah. So but how would you gotta weigh that? You gotta weigh it all.
Yeah.
That's if you feel like you tied with her, but you were impressed by her, that's a win in and of itself.
Yeah.
She's the people's pound for pound party champ.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's
Oh, it was awesome. We went to the rooftop bar, American Pub. Did you know we did that? We were up on a roof drinking.
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah.
You told me in your blackout.
Yeah. When I woke up, I was like, trying to remember. I was like, did I walk the dog? Did I feed the dog? Did I put the kids to bed? Like, I was like going through the responsibility list, and I was like, I think I did all the mom responsibility things.
Yeah, Anna was wearing beads.
Yeah.
She had lipstick all over her face.
Yeah.
It's like, man, you guys are partying hard.
I definitely took her for a walk around the block, and at some point I was just like, woo, this is fun.
There was too much of a circle. You got dizzy walking around the block.
Going down the hill. It was like, wow, it's a roller coaster.
Oh, man, that's so wild. Man, that's fun. I'm glad you had a good time. I'm glad you got out there and got to, party like you did when you were, you said 18 is what you said before, which shows what kind of fucking 18-year-old you were. Good Lord.
I thought I said 21.
Well, I changed it to 21.
Oh, I said
because
18.
I was like, you said, I was out there partying like I was 18. And I was like, what you were doing was illegal when you were 18.
Yeah, I was using my fake ID.
Yeah. Do you know what year it was when you were 18?
It was
1999?
Yeah, it was.
You were partying like it was 1999. Oh, man. What a time you had.
It was a good night.
What a freaking time you had. That's awesome. I had a fun weekend. The little show.
Yeah.
And we can hop right into this show right now because I'm going to start off with my apologies.
Oh, okay. You got apologies to make?
Apologies. I mean, I want to apologize for the way that Ansley was acting yesterday. I wasn't at all the places she was, but I want to apologize to all of those fine establishments. No, so I had that high school prom show.
Yes,
recently.
yes, you did.
And,
speaking of 18.
Yeah, speaking of, they were definitely 18. They were definitely children.
Yeah.
It was definitely one of those things where it's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
These are different humans than me.
Oh, I know. I know. I see the kids at high school, like, because I work at the school. I see the kids, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, they're still like, they're not finished cooking yet. They're still like gooey.
Yeah, but they don't know it.
No, they don't. And it's like,
no idea.
When I was that age, I didn't think I was still gooey either.
No, that's like what that age is about.
Yeah,
but
it's like not acknowledging your own gooiness.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Oh man, they were so gooey. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was such children. So.
Did you see any dancing? No,
I didn't see any dancing because we were basically in the auditorium the whole entire time. We were in the green room because there was two shows, one at 6:30, one at 8:30, and they broke it up into sections because they couldn't have everybody sitting next to each other.
So people came from the dance floor to listen to the comedy.
So first, they came from the procession, I believe is what they call when people walk into things on a red carpet.
Yeah.
Right? The first group came right away. The second group was dancing.
Yeah.
Then we finished with the first group. They went and then did dance prom stuff. And then the first group, they switched.
Yeah, they switched.
So only the second group that came from the dance floor.
Yeah.
Which I did make jokes about.
Yeah.
And they were definitely, it was hard to really connect with those kids, but it was fun.
Hard to connect with gooey humans.
Right? It's like, they're so, like, not only are they gooey physically, but they're gooey mentally too.
Oh yeah.
All
mostly.
their ideas are dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
Like they have no, and I don't even, it's crazy that, we have those phrases like from the mouths of babes comes. It's like, yeah, every now and again a kid says something not retarded.
Yeah, that's all it is.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's like, because do you want to track the rest of the shit the kids is saying?
Mm-mm.
The kids is saying.
Kids say the darndest
Damn,
things.
so do adults.
Yeah.
So do adults. But I ended up having a good time, and my apology goes out to the universe because I was dreading that show.
Yeah.
Or allowing myself to have dread for the show. I don't know if I was overall dreading the show because I'm still in this state where I'm very appreciative of the fact that I get to get on stage right now.
Yeah.
And it could be taken away at any moment by this fucking government.
Yeah.
But the fact that it was, and it was like this, it's an after prom show, and I knew how it was going to be sectioned off, and it's like each group is going to be more anxious to finger each other than the last. Like there's no reason they're going to be wanting to see comedians.
Yeah.
I'm just a distraction in their night.
Yeah.
It's going to be a blip. It's like, what? We did something weird on our prom. What was it? It's like, I think they had like a magician or something.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not even going to be, it's just going to be a very unmemorable thing.
Yeah.
And, I think
right
it was
before I lost my virginity. I think I saw a magician, maybe a hypnotist. I'm not sure.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's like that's what it was. That's what
Yeah.
it's but it was way better than I thought it was gonna be. In fact, I think they're gonna be like, remember that comedian I saw before I lost my virginity?
Remember that comedian I saw when I was getting fingered in the auditorium?
No, I was scouting.
Yeah.
I was like, because I kept making jokes like, I better not catch any of you French kissing during my set. This is scared. Like I was like a scared straight proctor. Like,
yeah.
But it was a good time. Got to do some crowd work with some possible Spectrum kids.
Yeah.
Fun.
Okay.
The Spectrum kids that are on the Spectrum are always fun. They were like high school aged Avies from college.
Like the whole room, or just there was
no. Just there were two.
Oh.
in the crowd. And they were hanging out with each other.
Yeah.
And it's just like the best.
Yeah.
The best. I guarantee. I didn't ask, but I guarantee you they both did Chewbacca impressions.
Yeah.
Social kids on the Spectrum love to do Chewbacca impressions.
Yeah.
So, fun. He was wearing a tuxedo.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Or no. Yeah. Because everybody else was wearing
a suit.
Like a suit.
Yeah. He have like a cummerbund.
I don't know if he did. He did get up and dance.
Nice.
Yeah. I also challenged a high school girl to a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mentioned something about martial arts, and they were like, "She does taekwondo," and I was like, "Are you threatening me?"
Yeah.
Let's go. It's but yeah, it was fun. I got to hung out with Jake. We had a good time.
Yeah.
Actually, the headline and act was a hypnotist, which is who they're gonna remember for sure. He brought people up on stage and had them do weird shit.
Yeah.
They had to wear masks the whole time. Yeah, so those are I apologize for even allowing myself to have negative energy towards something that I had not yet experienced, and I was also appreciative that I got a chance to do in the first place.
Yeah.
There was no reason for me to allow those negative emotions to even come to. And of course, like, if you're new to this show, this segment, this my bad segment, my bad universe, I shouldn't have did that, my bad. What we're doing is, on this quest for enlightenment that we're on, we got to set it each week. We got to set the energy back to neutral, and we have to apologize for the things that might not even know they need to be apologized to. Right?
Yeah.
And that's what we do here. We get it out. We set our energy straight. Ansley, who claimed last week she didn't have anything to apologize about, went out and partied her ass off and made short. No, What do you got? What do you got this week?
I can't decide, so I'll apologize to two people.
Wow.
First, when we were just getting our day started yesterday, our party day, we were driving back to the gym.
I know it was going to be a party-related apology.
And we were going down the road, whatever street you turn. We're going down 6th Street.
Yeah.
And there was this big, like, Ford truck in front of me, a big black truck. It was big. And, I was kind of excited. I was kind of driving a little close to them,
Yeah.
Possibly.
You were trying to like go from A to B. Like party was B.
Yeah.
Like the gym was A.
Yeah.
You were trying to get from A to B.
Yeah. We were on our way.
Like the faster you get to A, the quicker we get to B.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was in the way.
He was in the way.
Yeah.
And I don't think he turned on his turn signal, but all of a sudden he decides to pull into a a driveway. And he took the turn too wide for his truck, and there was a masonry wall on the far side, and he hit it with his front tire, and it like chipped the masonry, so it steamed.
And we know how much you respect masonry.
Yeah.
Dude, like masonry, like you better not mess up masonry around Ansley.
And
Ansley is an engineer. I don't know if people know this, but Ansley has a degree in engineering.
Yeah.
She worked as a construction, like when you were a project manager for like years.
Yeah. Almost 20 years, maybe 15 years.
Yeah,
a while.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
A long time for you to garner a respect for masonry.
It's solid, right?
Yeah.
This was a well-built wall, too. It didn't wobble at all.
You better not destroy a well-built wall in front of Ansley.
But he hit it. His tire popped immediately. It was and
you were like, that's a good wall, strong wall.
Me and MJ cracked up really hard, and our windows are down.
Yeah.
And his window was down.
Oh, no.
And I apologized to that man or woman. I couldn't see who was driving the car because their car was a huge truck, but like their day was totally changed.
And you labeled that human based off of the truck and the driving behavior douchebag.
Yeah.
and like deserving of a pop tire.
Yeah.
It was poetic justice.
It was.
To see this tire be popped, and
Like,
you and your broad cackled.
We started cackling right then.
Goodness gracious, you couldn't even wait to party. You were cackling all the way.
Yeah. So I apologized to him for those vibes.
Yeah.
And my second apology comes. We were at Bar 31 in Ambler, great place.
Yeah.
Owners, amazing owners.
Is that the bar of the Who Goes to Our Gym?
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Yeah. Great bar.
Great bar. And we were like, hadn't been there too long.
See, I knew she was going to have to fucking apologize to an establishment. I knew this. I knew. Listen, here's the deal. I knew Ansley in her party days. And so Ansley was a fucking animal. There's no other way around it. I try to like say it as soft as possible.
Yeah.
But that was it. I mean, like,
Listen, you work hard, you play hard.
Exactly, and Ansley definitely worked hard.
Yeah.
Like that lacrosse team that year that you guys went to the NCAA tournament and you guys were like rock stars on campus and shit.
Yeah.
That was a hard working team.
Yeah.
There was one time I picked Ansley up from a because like first of all we didn't even get to hook up a lot of those times because even if I did party, Ansley was too drunk to like. We were in a deep relationship even back then, but it was like I don't know. This could come back to bite me. You know, it's like even if we stay together forever, you still might be able to send me to prison at some point.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So I had to decline a lot of advances.
I could not consent.
Or stop trying to force consent. It was quite a time, and I just remember that one time you guys played some team and it was on turf, and you guys came back and you were still dirty. It was that dirty party thing that you Viking weirdos did.
Yeah.
And you had like tape around your knee, but it was like not all the way wrapped anymore, and it was just like you had like burns on your knee. You were bleeding.
Yeah.
You know, and it was like, did that happen during the game or during the party? You couldn't tell. It
wasn't washed.
No. Yeah.
It wasn't sanitized.
And it was just like you were just like you were dirty.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So maybe it wasn't on turf, but it was because you were physically dirty.
Yeah.
You were like Pigpen.
Yeah.
You know, it was like if I hugged you like a dust cloud. You know, it was that's the avatar of your party days for me. Right?
Yeah.
So also we used to ruin every whatever. I can't get into that. We used to just ruin shit. But anyway, so you're in this establishment, Bar 31.
Yeah, Bar 31. We hadn't been there too long, but like other people were starting to show up that we knew, you know, and I was going over to the bar. Like we had a little table off to the side, and then I was going to go over to the bar and get a drink. And so, like, there were the stools around the bar. Like, there's a bar in the middle, and then there's a couple small tables around. It's not a big place at all.
Yeah.
So I went over to the bar and sat down. There's, like, there were stools, but then there were these, like, square stools that had padding and, like, a tiny little back on them.
Yeah.
Much more comfortable than, like, a stool, you know?
Yeah.
So I, like, grabbed
I'm
one
trying to
of
see
these.
how you baby Huey'd somebody to the floor. I'm like, how did this? There's a lot of different ways this can go, but all right.
It's not as bad as you think.
Okay.
So I sit down in the stool to order my drink. And like after a little while, it wasn't like immediately, like this lady who was obviously, there was a lot of locals at this bar, like regulars. Yeah. Like they were like.
And anything a group of martial artists hate when they go to a bar is locals. There is always an issue when a group of martial artists go to a bar and the fucking locals show up trying to claim their territory.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like you have to reluctantly fuck up a bitch.
Yeah.
Did you spin kick somebody's cigarette out of their mouth?
So she comes over to me after I'd been in this chair for a bit, and she's like, I was sitting there.
Oh no, this local did not.
And I was like,
did you take your sunglasses off first? No way, this local. Did you look at your group of martial artists, your cackling broads, and just like put a hand up like, stay cool?
I was kind of by myself. I think I was talking to Bruno at the time. Like I was sitting there by myself. I think I was talking to Bruno or Lori for a minute. And then like they went, and then like it was just me and her, like
Yeah.
because she was on the other side and everybody was on the far side. So it was like she waited till I was like singled out, like I was away from the group.
Yeah, and so here's the thing. Let's talk about this for a second because, if you've never been in Ansley's presence, you don't really understand her physicality, right? Like Ansley is you're an imposing figure, not just for your height, but you have a fitness in a way that you carry yourself, where it's like that's a different type of human. You're just an Amazon chick, right? And sometimes people will say stuff to you just to ensure that they're not afraid to say stuff to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So is that what's going on here? Like, does she really need this seat back?
No, there's like a stool right next. No, there's like plenty of other seats.
Does she have anything hanging on the seat to mark the territory?
No, nothing.
All right.
Nothing.
All right, so this
she might have been sitting in that seat at one point in time, but it wasn't like she wasn't. It was like she's trying to call a savies. Like she got up, went outside. I think she probably smoked a cigarette or something. Came back in and was
so
like,
that you couldn't kick it out of her mouth. So okay, she came back in and saw
me. Was like
in her seat.
Maybe this is a seat she sits in every night. Like I don't know.
Or maybe she was just partying all day and she was on one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she was like all day walking around wishing a bitch would.
Yeah.
And then you showed up with four other chicks who were also wishing a bitch. There's no way you the four of you weren't wishing a bitch would. Like there's no way you guys didn't at every place you went to like stop and just think about how like the five of you could like strangle most of the people in that room. Like how many times did that come up? Like once per place at least?
I don't think we talked about it verbally, but we know it.
Just like you silently acknowledged it every time like a big chick walked into the room or something. Okay. So, all right. So she comes over.
She's like, hey, I was sitting there. I was having a lovely night, like amazing night. And I was just like, okay, like have your seat. Like I jump out of the seat and I like start pushing it towards her.
Yeah.
And then her homegirl, who was sitting like a seat away or something, was like, that's not your seat. She was like, you don't need that. Like she was just like, what are you doing? Like you don't need that seat. And so she's like, then she was like caught and she was like, oh, I'll go. Like she didn't. And I'm like, no, take your, like sit, have a seat.
Take your fucking seat. Like pick it up and start hitting her with it. You want the seat? Take the fucking seat. Oh, this is your seat. Now you need the seat, bitch.
Yeah.
All right.
And so she walked away, and I think I walked away. I didn't sit in the seat anymore.
Yeah.
And that was, so I apologized to her for whatever it was. Like that was her stomping ground, right? Like that was her place. And it didn't go as she planned, I don't think. And so
Are you trying to bigger man this chick?
all night
is this
and
a
tomorrow.
Real apology? This doesn't feel like an apology. I feel like you're stating a reason why a chick should apologize to you.
She tried to bully me, Sidney.
That's the best apology ever. My bad. I'm sorry that you were a bitch. My bad.
Yeah, no, that's just how responsible my partying. Like even though we partied so hard yesterday, I think I was lovely.
Yeah.
I don't think I ruined anyone's night.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you and MJ were both the people's party champ.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I get it why you say that you were tying. People's party champing it up, man. All right. So we're gonna rock a new segment.
Okay.
We need to start getting like bumpers and everything. Just like really go crazy with it. Well, I'd have to do it in post production. But now that we're rebranding,
crazy.
it's the perfect time to start doing all the stuff.
Do all the stuff.
So we got the stuff. We're doing all the stuff. I want to real quick shout out to Sam Amon, who helped us with rebranding and restructuring this podcast visually. You'll start seeing the new art coming out for Two Jack Bros. You can probably see it now, and that's a Sam Amon joint.
Yeah.
Yeah. So look him up for all of your graphic needs. I mean, I'm talking graphic. Like if you have some needs that are graphic, yeah,
He's got you.
Yeah, he's got you.
Nice.
And so we got a new segment on a rock.
Okay.
Look, Ansley, look at this clay thing. Then it like flat Earth.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. By the way, that school that I performed at had a fucking planetarium inside of it.
Wow.
And then like I'm talking to them about their planetarium, and they were like, "Oh, that's our old planetarium. They got an observatory."
What? Wow.
But they weren't smart enough to know the difference between an observatory and a planetarium, so it's like,
what are they even doing there?
it's wasted on them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Noodles.
It's like, that's our old planetarium. No, that's your only planetarium. A planetarium is not an observatory.
Yeah, really.
Or is an observatory not a planetarium? A planetarium is an observatory.
Are you sure?
No. No. I just know you're observing shit in a planetarium.
Yeah.
I think there's more to the word observatory than just seeing things.
Yeah. Doesn't the observatory have to have a telescope? A planetarium is like inside with a star roof.
That is the case. That is the case.
Ceiling.
You know, but I was fishing for like a parallelogram, rectangle.
Yeah.
Square thing.
Yeah.
You know, wasn't there?
No.
I went. I
fishing.
dove. I went for it.
Yeah.
I went for it. It happens sometimes.
Yeah.
New segment.
Take us away.
Take us. All right. This is you got any good science? Woo, here we go. It's any type of science. Any science that you did to try to like so this is a great place to talk, in my opinion, to talk about like applying things, like things that you try to apply in the week to make a difference, and like how did that go? Right?
Yeah.
Because that's science. That's like social science.
Yeah.
You know, or it's like you know, if it's something you're doing for your spirit, it's spirit science. Soul science.
Soul science.
Yeah. Spirit science, also like this YouTube page that I like. This, you know, it's all about chakras and shit. No big deal. But
nice.
It's yeah, because I've been doing some science.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, I told you how the grocery store employee that seems to ice grill me and have beef with me.
Yeah.
You know, well, for a long time when she was, you know, eyeing me up this way, I was matching her aggression.
Yeah.
You know, not even, or just like, you know, 'cause she was like coming to me with like the body language of fuck you, and I was coming back with the body language of fuck you too.
Yeah.
You know, not fuck me, fuck you.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, it was.
That's not your chair. That's my chair.
Yeah. And so I switched it up.
Yeah.
I started just like surrounding myself with the vibe of love and just like allowing her to like walk through it.
Yeah.
Like waft through my love fart. I just had a fart mist of love around me. And I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like, bring your fucking mean ice grill into this.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Yeah.
And then it's been a little while, like a few interactions. It's been a few interactions.
Okay.
And she's starting to smile when she sees me now. She's starting to treat me as nicely as I see her treat other black people.
Well, that's something. Look at that.
Yeah. She's black, by the way. This isn't a white person that I'm trying to make unracist in the world. You know what I mean? I don't got that much time.
Yeah. You just don't want to be a hated black person.
You know what I mean? And it was like so I feel like my attempt to change the way I received her energy and like just not even associate myself with the way that she was treating me and just give her what I felt like she could deserve in that moment.
Yeah.
You know, and I felt like that worked.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm out there doing some fucking science.
Yeah. Making a difference, huh?
Yeah. I'm up there, you know, I'm up there single-handedly dispelling the myth of the angry black woman.
That's something.
I'm changing them one grocery store employee at a time.
Yeah, you got to start somewhere. Start at your grocery store, right?
Yeah, start at your local grocery store and start making black people happy. You know, go be nice to black people.
That's what instead of Black Lives Matters, it should be make black people happy.
Yeah, make black people happy. See,
if we all just tried that,
very quickly turn into like black guys looking like going out like that blowjob look or like hand job. Like, eh? Yeah. I mean, it says make black people happy. You know what makes me happy. Yeah. You know, so that's a slippery slope. We'll work on that slogan though.
Okay.
We'll get that sloganized and we'll get people out there interacting in a positive way with black people one way or another. Yeah. So you got any science?
Do I got any science? I mean, I think I'm living similar to you, that I'm just trying to approach everything with like a positive attitude, you know?
Yeah. It could be also real science.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got any science?
No, man, I don't know, Sidney. I was trying to think. I partied so hard yesterday that the whole
You
week
forgot
before,
science?
I forgot my whole week before yesterday night. It's like blank. I'm like, what did I do this week? I don't know.
Did you do any drunk science? Do you remember any drunk science that you did? Because you do weird shit when you're drunk. You get real competitive and make games and shit out of stuff. You do any of that?
I did play darts.
How'd you do?
I did pretty good. Pretty good. I didn't get a bull. I got like one bullseye, in the time, but like I did pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you do the best?
I was playing with a child in a bar. He was not drunk.
Yeah. Okay.
He had some good throws. I don't know. I was competitive.
Yeah. Fair enough. I'm just, as long as you make the family proud, that's all I care about. That's all I care about. That's all I care about. I was thinking the other day, now that you're talking about competing against a child boy, right? It reminded me of something I was thinking about the other day. So I saw this thing that was talking about athletes that aren't as successful as their sibling athlete counterparts.
Yeah.
And most of it was like, oh, we didn't even realize that this person had a sibling athlete.
Right.
Like Blake Griffin was one, but he had that twin brother that came out of, I think they went to the same college. They came into the NBA together, but Blake Griffin was clearly a better player.
Yeah.
And I remembered that, but he was one of them. And then one of them was Reggie Miller and Cheryl Miller.
Cheryl Miller, yeah.
Hall of Famer Reggie Miller, NBA player.
Yeah.
And also Hall of Famer Cheryl Miller, WNBA player.
Right.
And also who? Right? It's like, how are you comparing those two this way? It's so condescending. You know, because they're trying to say, like, oh, and she was better. It's like, is
that the way they took it?
That's what because like
I was gonna say, I was like, that's kind of mean to be like he was better, because like NBA gets a lot more attention, and
she has more accolades.
Yeah, fair, but no, not fair.
Yeah,
like he's Reggie Miller. Like if you go up to people and you're like, hey, you remember Cheryl Miller? People will be like, who? If you go up to people and you're like Reggie Miller, people are like, oh, the NBA player.
Yeah.
If you say their names together, you'll be like, oh yeah, I remember Cheryl Miller.
You know what I'm saying?
She did some announcing too, right? Like
yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's like, what is that all about?
I don't know.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like, can we stop that?
Yeah.
Can we stop that?
Yeah.
It would be like, I mean, I can't think of a better example than that. Like if I was trying to think of an example of how that thing annoyed me, I would be like, it would be as if somebody said that Cheryl Miller was a better basketball player than Reggie Miller. Like, yeah, she achieved more in the WNBA.
Yeah.
But if you put them two on the court together, there is no fucking way.
Yeah.
Cheryl Miller in her prime was better than Reggie Miller in his prime. There is no fucking way. It's not happening.
Right.
And it's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane. So, yeah, I was on that the other day. I was just like, I couldn't get off it.
Yeah.
I couldn't get off it. Man, let me see where we're at for time. We're cruising along here. Let me see. I had another new segment that I wanted to try. What was on your mind?
Well, I am ready with the name of my week, but does that go last?
No, we can do it right now. You get out of here, dog. Our dog be popping in here all sassy like. All right, what is your the name of your week? We brand, so that's another thing that we do here. Even we like to brand our week. We like to put everything in context so that we can look back and assess what our week was.
Yeah.
Right. And a lot of times it's each week has its own little vibe.
Yeah.
Almost, even though there is really no such thing as a week. It's just one moment that we're all living in, coexisting.
True.
In this ridiculous, chaotic world.
Yeah.
Right? But still, we what is your weak ass name?
My weak ass name was the week of the mullet.
What?
Yeah. Because
this is my first time hearing of a mullet all week. So this is a shock to me.
Well, because, a mullet is supposed to be
business in
the front, party in the back, right?
Yeah.
But if you see a guy with a mullet, his business is always mullet business, right? Like he's not ever without a mullet. Like he's going through his business in a mullet. So he's only doing mullet business. So that was my week because, you know, I partied so hard at the end of the week. The beginning of the week, I'd like to say I took care of business, but I kind of fell off of everything this week. I was eating sugar. I was, you know, I was a little bit of a mess this week. I was a mullet lady.
Yeah?
Yeah. And then I ended it with a big old
you
party.
had a facade of business.
I did.
You were all party.
I was.
You were like a, one of those see-through mirrors.
Yeah.
You know, and it was like on one side it was like it looked like a nice establishment.
Yeah.
And on the other side it was like a drug ring.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like Asian kids, like shirtless Asian kids packing Molly.
Yeah.
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 That's
Tried to pretend like I was getting stuff done this week. All I was thinking about was how hard I was going to party Saturday night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were just like that part. You just had party on the mind the whole week because it was supposed to be quite an event that you ladies had planned.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you didn't exactly do what you set out to do. You guys were going to do a murder mystery thing.
Yeah, in Philadelphia.
Like just still cackling
all over town.
And how was that going to work?
You meet at the art museum and you have an app and you are supposed to listen to like clues like beforehand, and then like when you get there you like, I don't know, because I never listened to any or read any of the emails.
Yeah.
Me and again MJ were totally unprepared. Like we were like, we have no idea what we're doing. We're just like, and I was
happy to be out of the house. I don't care what we're doing.
I brought this to everybody too. I was like, we should do this. And then like I forwarded the email and I was like, here's the information.
And
I
women
was like,
love solving mysteries.
Yeah.
Especially in a group.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys are going to solve some mysteries.
And we were just going to tag along. So I was like unprepared. It was like, okay, business.
You're going to tag along to the event you suggested.
Yeah. Like, who's going to drive us? I'm coming. Right. Does anybody have this? Yeah.
Dude, you were a mullet.
I was.
Holy shit.
I asked Janelle, I was like, will you take over this situation? Will you mom us? Because I'm irresponsible.
But yet you would still get credit for bringing that to the group.
Yeah.
And you were all party in the back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I mulleted all week.
You mulleted the whole week. Man, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Man, that brand was spot on. That was a good weak ass name.
Yeah.
That was a good name, man. Wow. I don't like, it's so crazy. I feel like you drank so much, I forgot my week. I don't remember my week. What did I do this week?
I don't know. This week just kind of flew by. We just like got through it, right?
Yeah.
It was just like, have a week, man.
Yeah.
We didn't cook food at home one night. We ordered pizza like 4 times this week. It was a mess.
Yeah.
It was a mullet week. I was a single mom feeding these kids. I don't know where you were.
Dude, I think I was an absentee father.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's the name of my week.
Yeah.
I think this is the week of the absentee father for me.
Yeah.
I think I did it. I felt it. You know, it was, my family was just eating takeout all week.
We were all week.
Man. I think, that was probably living the life a lot of people probably think we live. We did it this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't withstand another one of those weeks.
No, not at all.
Like, we'd start gaining weight. We'd physically change our makeup.
Yeah.
As a family.
Yeah, not good.
No. Yeah, man. Yeah, so I guess that was my week. I was just wasn't taking care of my fatherly duties, I guess. My family was slipping. My family was slipping without me while I was here. Man, it's funny too because I started off my week when I got up really early and I was like, sending off emails and stuff. And you came downstairs like, oh, you're up early getting something. And I was like, yeah, man, I like the way I like the sound of your voice when you said that.
Yeah.
It was like, I want that again. I want her to come downstairs early and see me working again.
Yeah.
And the next day I was like, this is too fucking early. Maybe if like right before she leaves, like I'll like start working right before she leaves, maybe she'll still say it. But then it was like, I'm just gonna stay right here on this couch. So it was like I had ambitions for the week.
Yeah.
Like because I want. It was.
Don't we all, Sidney?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good feeling as a man to have a woman acknowledge your effort.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's like, you hear that, you want that again.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, oh, that's how things get done. It's either shame or compliments from women. That's the only way things get done on earth.
Yeah.
Right. And I was trying to, you know, ride that energy and manifest that into like new habits for the week.
Yeah.
But nah, man. I was even an absentee father to myself.
You had no discipline for yourself.
I wasn't properly fathering myself.
No.
Man, I gotta get better at that.
Yeah.
I gotta come correct.
Yes.
With my weeks, man. I gotta father myself during the week. All right, where are we at? All right, I think we're close. We're close to it. Unless you have anything that you wanted to pop off. I mean, we could talk about the fact that there are more UFO evidence out there.
Yeah, this is just like getting slipped into our zeitgeist. Like, hey guys, this is all real.
Yeah.
Did I use zeitgeist right?
I think so.
Nice.
I think so. I was pretty proud of you.
Yeah.
You know, it was like, as a matter of fact, I was so proud of you that for a second I was like, is this an insult that I'm so proud of her for that? Like, I don't like, does she know that word? Like, maybe she knows that word. And then when you said that, I was like, okay, sweet. sweet. Yeah. Did you get any ancient wisdom from this week? Or do you have any unsolicited advice you want to give out to the people? I mean, because you had to learn something this week.
Oh, and I think I was learning, but then I killed it all last night.
Yeah.
I was definitely, what did I learn this week? I was learning about, I did learn about something. Oh, I did. I totally learned about something. And I wrote it down. This might blow my mind while I blow your mind.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, I kind of talked to you about it already. I have a new guru.
Okay.
It's Sadha Guru. I don't know. SADH Guru.
SADH Guru?
Yeah.
Sad Guru?
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You can find him on YouTube.
Yeah.
He's a wise man. Remember I was talking to
you? Ladies and gentlemen, that was a quote from the People's Party champ. He's a wise man. It's guru. He's my new guru. He's a wise man. All right, tell us more about this wise man.
Remember I was talking to you about karma?
Yeah.
And that when
by the way, we were just like talking about karma because normally, like, when a woman is talking to a man about karma, she's telling him that he's gonna get what's coming to him. You know what I mean? Yo, karma's a bitch.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like usually a threat. It was a very non-threatening, non-menacing conversation about karma.
Yes.
Yeah.
That like he was talking about the difference between like somebody being a mystic and somebody just being like, what makes somebody a mystic? And it's like, and his thing is that it's the people that can see the world clearly, you know, and everybody else mistakes their memory for intelligence, so that they're seeing the world through their life and their memories and how life has.
I've said this before. I've been trying to articulate that. And like sad, I'm not gonna lie, sad guru beat me to it.
Yeah.
But I've been trying to. Like, do you acknowledge that in a roundabout way I've been trying to say that? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Just keep in mind that like fucking like the true sad guru. I'm actually a very happy human. I don't know.
Happy guru.
Yeah, I'm a happy guru. Yeah. So all right. So I like this though.
So like that's what So if you. And that's what karma's about, because if you've gone through your life and you've done things that are not right, that you've mistreated other people, because we always think about karma in the negative way, but same thing works in the positive way too. Like if you are going through life and you're going out of your way to help people, like this is the memories that you're forming in your head. Like you know what you've done. Yeah. So now every interaction that you go into, every event that you go into in life, you're going to carry that with you and you're going to see it through there. And that's like how you manifest the life that you want or the life that you have, and like, so and you can continue. That's why cycles continue like that, because you're filtering everything through your memory and through your actions that you've done in the past.
All right. Was that it? I mean, that's good. Don't get me wrong, that's good. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's like, I get that. I mean, it's the self-talk that we talk about a lot. You know, you want to just make sure you're giving yourself the proper self-talk, which is, why I try to tell people, like neurotic people, they're always like, oh, I'm so neurotic. But it's like, maybe just stop telling yourself you're so neurotic. I'm not saying that's going to clear up your neuroticism.
Right.
But I think it's going to at least start to clear up some of that negative self-talk.
Yeah.
And how about don't voice things in a negative way?
Yeah.
Like if you're trying so I was working with somebody in jiu-jitsu, and she was like, every time it was a new thing for her, right? And she was saying, I suck at this. I suck at this. And I'm just like, well, you don't suck at this. You're learning it for the first time. You don't know this.
Yeah.
You don't suck. You're learning.
Right.
And that language matters.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to suck.
Right.
Right. And every time you say I suck at this, you're putting pressure on yourself to not suck at this, which means you're going to feel that pressure every time you attempt it, and you're going to be trying to not suck. It's hard to not suck.
You have to learn something new. That's why it's so hard for people to try new things.
It's easy to learn.
Yeah.
It's hard to not suck. It's easy to learn. Because when you're approaching something from the position of learning, you can make mistakes because you know that you're learning because you don't know this.
Yeah.
Just that small transition in the way that you frame that moment greatly affects how quickly you can gain not mastery, but like applicability with the technique.
Yeah. Sometimes, like when we're doing our warm-up laps and you're supposed to pick something like your mantra for the day. For a while, my mantra for the day was I'm getting better.
Yeah.
And it helps, it's like I'm getting better. It takes away so much of that frustration, because like whatever's happening, it's okay because you're getting better, like helps you accept it. The other thing that he talked about, like I've been, learning about life and death and that whole thing. And he was talking about how, I guess in India, they're very, they bless their places a lot. Like when they buy a house, they won't buy certain houses because they have karma with them or jinn or
I was just thinking, I'm sorry, I'm smiling because you're in India, they bless their places. And it's well, black people do it too. We just do it differently. Yeah. We'd be like, damn, that's a blessing. That's how black people bless things. Yeah. Somebody shows up with a sick car, it's like, damn. It's like, God bless you.
Blessings upon you.
Blessings. Blessings on blessings on blessings. We mostly bless material things and that ass. So, but yeah. But go on, carry on.
So, and I think I'm getting this right, but bro science if I'm not, whatever. Bro culture science.
Yeah.
If I'm not.
Bro anthropology.
Bro anthropology. Yes, it's bro anthropology. So I believe sometimes when they're buying houses, they bring somebody like a religious man with them, or I don't think they have. I don't know. I think it's a religious man. Yeah. With them to also bless the house, right, or give them, their family this blessing and everything. And so he was telling a story about this one guy. He brought, the man that was supposed to give the blessing, and he was like. His blessing was, may your parents die, may you die, and then may your children die after. And the guy was like, what the fuck? I don't like that blessing. Why are you telling me all that?
Did he have kids yet?
I think so.
Man, he didn't get it yet.
Right. So that was the point. It was like that is the natural order of life, right? And if that's how people go in your life, you're lucky. You don't want it to go the other way around. You know,
I mean, your parents definitely don't.
Right. Yeah. And that's part of accepting death as part of life. Everybody's got to go. So it was so somebody was questioning them about their father was sick and they didn't want to, they didn't want to say goodbye, and they were very upset about this and how do I deal with the passing and all this stuff. And it was you got to let him go. You're lucky. You're lucky that he's lived a full life and that you are living your life and that your children have you, and so it was just kind of an acceptance of the order of life and how things, are supposed.
Yeah. And I'm sure that made you think of the situation you're currently in with your mother recently passing, and considering that was an example of how lucky she was that to some degree she got to experience the natural order of life, or at least that she didn't have to experience the tragedy of the loss of a child.
Right.
you know? And it's like, again, I think these silver linings matter.
Yeah, like there's something very much that when you think about it, like you said, it's self-talk. It's the way you look at things. And it's weird how much, like when you have something that could be considered tragic in your life happen, you lose somebody, that like how you look at it matters so much. Like how you decide to internalize it, how you decide to frame your self-talk around these events.
Yeah.
Like that you can get buried by this event, and it can be a burden that you carry with you. Or it can be something that helps you grow and learn and, be grateful for everything that you do have.
Yeah. Every silver lining is at least a sliver of light.
Yeah.
Like you could be in complete darkness without that silver lining.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So like be appreciative of the little, that was like, what?
What
Size doesn't matter. We just did a segment on the back end.
Yeah.
That was the size doesn't matter segment.
Yeah.
That was appreciate the little things.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's size doesn't matter.
Size doesn't matter.
You just get them little things, get them little silver linings.
Yeah.
Here and there. Let's land this ship. You ready?
Yes.
Ansley, did you reach enlightenment this week? I mean, because like you got to keep in mind. I know you tied one on. I know you were on one, but a lot of times in with ancient wisdom, these like old drunken masters, they have enlightenment. You know?
I had some glimpse of mullet enlightenment, I think.
Yeah?
But no, not true enlightenment.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, but to be one with it all is part of the quest, and you're one step closer.
Yeah.
Like you now know mullet.
Yeah.
You've mastered mullet.
Mastered mullet.
Yeah, you've lived it, you felt it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
It helped me direct me on my path. I know that I can't live a mullet lifestyle.
No.
I'd be dead after a month.
Yeah.
I'd be in a dumpster somewhere. Like living in a dumpster.
I know you want to be careful about your negative self-talk, but the mullet lifestyle is a hard one.
Yeah.
It's a hard one. Especially if you transition to it late in life.
Oh yeah.
That's a hard one.
Yeah. I'd be walking up to ladies at bar being like, "That's my seat, lady."
Yeah. For sure. Man, whether or not I achieved enlightenment this week, no, and I don't think I came close. I think I did a lot of backsliding. I didn't get into it. But it's the sugariest week that I've had in a long time. Yeah. We gotta, I feel like we've avoided some of the fitnessy segments on this podcast, and I felt like in doing that, we've been able to ignore fitness ourselves. We're not like, it's weird because like, we develop a segment and it's like, oh, we don't want to over talk this throughout the week. Yeah. And then you want to have something saved, but then if you don't talk about it during the podcast, then you just spent the whole week not talking about something. Yeah. Right? So it's you got to fix that because we're always going to have something to talk about. Yeah. So we should just talk, but like my my diet, I've been sugaring it up. Yeah. There's no way as much sugar as I'm eating is on the path to enlightenment. That's not possible. Yeah. I got to get that under control. Yeah. But I mean, I took a go at it. I attempted to like eat that much sugar and still achieve enlightenment. I tried. Yeah. But we'll see. We'll be at it again. Yeah. We'll be at it again next week. Also, you can check out our Patreon, which is also going to have some new branding from the Sam Aman. And let's do some shout outs real quick and land this bird. I gotta switch these. I give a mullet nod to everybody on your list that was that partying. Yeah. Do you have a specific nod for that? Also, yeah. I don't know what a mullet nod would be. Yeah. And also for the listeners, we'll be recording this Patreon on Tuesday for you. We could try to record it tonight, but we'll be pushing it. We'll be definitely pushing it. You can't record two after a mullet weekend. No, yeah. Ansley needs a reprieve. Yeah. She needs a reprieve. So, Shout out to Mike Butler, Mike Levy, Liz Doc, Kevin Stevens, Julian from Canada, Kevin Lau, Mary Jo Butterly, Mullet, Nicole Rod Chanel, Mullet, Courtney, Mullet, Coach Rick, Keith Butts, Andrew Pace, Kyle Hancock, Erica Daniels, Levi Mercer, Justin Mazab. Wait, you did Mullet for Doc?
I tried to get it in there.
Yeah.
You were quick,
okay.
though.
Yeah, I was quick. I apologize. Doc.
Mullet.
Andrew Pace, Kyle Hancock, Erica Daniels, Levi Mercer, Justin Masabi, Ezekiel Ellis, Logan Ryan, Roger Down, Joe Francis, and his girlfriend's company, Saved by the Reef. TJ James, our man down under, holding us down. Nick Cupsey, and his 2 books, Lost in the Mail and the 5 People You Meet. And while this old guy still don't remember who you are, but I hope you made it through the pandemic and all this canceling. I mean, if you like my comedy, you probably got canceled. Chris Bruno, Kevin McGran, yeah, Graham Hoffman, that was for Chris Bruno, by the way. Chris Tucker, Derek Towson, who is my brother. We have different last names, but you know why. Sean Dowdy, Guy Patterson, Brian Bachner, Toscani Rodriguez, Sean, the Boner King, king of all boners, who is a brand new father. Shout out.
Way to use that boner, man.
Yeah. He was calling his kid the Prince of Boners. John Montag, Sam Amon, who hooked up us with art. Who hooked up us with art.
Yes.
That's the way I say it now.
Yeah.
That's the way we say that at Two Jack Bros. And Cam Snyder. Ladies and gentlemen, you're currently listening to Melissa Vile Kingdom and her band Circadian and her band Circadian Clock. Check out her YouTube page, Beethoven Violin. Bay as in Bay. Not Bay. Beethoven Violin. Thank you so much for listening. We love you.
Love you.
She got you.